Hello, this is Allie with the Perceptioners, author of The Perception Diet, and today I want to talk to you about why your prayers never get answered and or why the universe never gives you what you want, depending on who you kind of are and what you kind of believe. So I hear this so often is, I am asking God or I'm asking the universe or I'm asking the higher power that I believe in for something, and I always end up getting either more of what I don't want or just more of the same thing that I already have. My prayers never get answered, or I never received the thing that I want or that I'm asking for. And there is a very, very clear and very, very obvious explanation for why this happens, and I feel like once you are able to kind of conceptualize how this all works, you're asking for what you want and you're asking for what you need, is going to become a lot clearer, and you are going to get the answers that you want, all right? Because the first thing that I really want to just kind of portray to you is that this is an ultimately super loving universe, and there's absolutely nothing that you can't have. There's absolutely nothing that you can't have. And to just kind of like accept that idea can be really difficult, especially if you feel like in the past you've asked for things or you've prayed for things or whatever, and you've just constantly not gotten what you want, and that life hasn't changed, and it can be very frustrating. And so I want to give you an explanation today of how this all works, so that you can start to get your prayers answered and get what you want from the universe, and to feel like you are capable of having whatever you want. And I want to tell you that first things first, I'm coming to you with this from personal experience, because I grew up praying for a whole bunch of things that never happened and that I never got, and that, like I say, like I would pray for things to change, or for things to go a certain way, or for things to happen, or for things to come into my life, and I would always feel like the opposite would happen, right? And I felt for a really long time like I was totally abandoned by God, or I was totally abandoned by the universe, and that like I was just like this exception where praying didn't mean anything, and I could ask the universe for whatever I wanted and it wasn't going to happen. And now I'm someone who literally kind of expects that whatever I ask for, I'm going to get. And so to the point where I'm way more careful about what I ask for, because I'm like, it's almost like now I'm on the other side of like, be careful what you wish for, because you'll probably get it. Like literally, I'm like asking, and then I'm like, wait, I'm going to just like make sure that I actually want this, because chances are I'm going to get it. And this is not because I'm special. This has nothing to do with the fact that I'm special. I am not different from any other person. I am not more spiritual. I don't have like a direct line that other people don't have. Nothing like that. I am just like you. I am just like everybody else. I just understand how the system works, and that's why my prayers get answered, okay? So in a previous video called How to Change Your Reality, I explained to you that your 3D reality, so what you're experiencing in your 3D reality, is simply a reflection of how you feel, which is a reflection of your belief system, right? So if you fully and completely believe that poverty is holy, that poverty is something that makes you, more spiritual than being rich, that's going to fundamentally inform how you feel about money, how you feel about abundance, how you feel about rich people, and that is going to then inform your experience, okay? So the universe is just going to give back to you more of what you believe based on how you feel. So if you feel like it would be sinful or it makes you a bad person to have money, and you truly feel like that, and so your feelings towards money are resistant, you're not going to be, a safe place for abundance to flow in, right? So the universe is never going to say to you, no, that's wrong. A poverty mentality is wrong. You should have an abundance mentality. The universe says to you, you're allowed to believe whatever you want. You're allowed to want whatever you want. You're allowed to feel whatever you want, and we're just going to reflect that back to you, all right? So the people who have lots of built up resistance, or lots of built up, just negative feelings about money are not going to be, doesn't matter how much that person prays for money, they're not going to get it because they're not a match to it. They're saying, I don't want it, right? So you might be saying, I want it, you might be praying that you want it on some level, but your feelings and your beliefs are the things the universe is listening to you, right? And that's what's going to get answered. Okay, so when we ask for something that's different than what we're experiencing, all right, first things first is to understand that what you're asking for is to feel different than how you feel, all right? So you might ask for $1 million. You might ask for the perfect partner. You might ask that you get 100% on your test, right? So you're asking for these things, these 3D reality things, this reflection is what you're asking for. But really, the universe hears how you want to feel, all right? So the universe hears that you want to feel abundant, that you want to feel capable of doing whatever you want, that you want to feel like you have the resources to live out your highest potential. That's why you're asking for the $1 million. The universe hears that you want to feel valued, that you want to feel seen, that you want to feel heard, that you want to feel loved and cherished and nurtured when you're asking for the perfect partner. The universe hears that you want to feel successful, that you want to feel capable, that you want to feel, pride in your intelligence when you ask to get 100% on the test, right? So first thing is to understand that when you're asking for a 3D thing, you're actually asking to feel different than how you currently feel, right? And most people who are asking for money are asking for money because they don't feel abundant. They don't feel like they have the resources to do whatever they want. They don't feel how they want to feel, right? You're asking for the partner because you don't feel fulfilled in yourself. You don't feel appreciated. You don't feel seen. You don't feel loved. You don't feel validated, right? You're praying for the 100% on the test because you don't feel capable. You don't feel like you can do it, right? So the first thing is to understand that whatever you're asking for, you're not actually asking for the thing, all right? You're asking for the thing because you think that thing will help you feel the way you want to feel, which is different than how you feel right now, right? You're asking to feel a different way. And so what the universe is going to do is it's going to show you all of the things in your reality that reflect back to you what you believe about that thing, which is why you continue to feel the way that you feel about that thing, and thus why you continue to manifest the same stuff over and over and over again, all right? So if your belief, again, is that poverty is holy and having money is sinful, you can continue to ask for money, you continue to ask for money, you continue to ask for money, you continue to ask for money, and all you're going to get is more reflections of how poverty is holy and money is evil, and how you are not deserving of money and all of this stuff, because what the universe is trying to get you to do, right, is to recognize what you believe, right? It's trying to say, okay, now I've seen it enough, right? This reality has reflected back to me enough that I believe in poverty, that I believe that poverty is holy. Is that a belief I want to continue to hold? And the way that you tell if you want to hold on to a belief that you have is by how it feels. So if it feels crappy to think that poverty is holy and that you need to be in a state of poverty for the rest of your life unless you want to be evil and be rich, the thing is, when you think that belief, it's not going to feel very good, right? Because it's not really in alignment with who you are. Because the truth of the universe is that there is abundance, there's enough for everybody. That money in and of itself is not evil or good. It's just a thing that we do things with, right? It's the intention behind how we spend money that really determines if money is good or bad, right? But, so, is to understand that when you pray, when you ask for something for the universe, you are asking to feel a different way than you feel right now, okay? That's really what you're asking for. Number one, all you want is to feel different. And you think having this thing that you're praying for is going to help you feel that different way. And the universe wants to give that to you, okay? It's saying, yes, absolutely, 100% we want to give that to you. But here's the thing. We can't give it to you if you continue to believe what you believe and therefore feel how you feel, because then you are not a vibrational match to having what you want, right? So it's going to reflect back to you even more strongly than usual what it is that you're believing by giving you the same circumstances over and over again that reinforce how you feel, right? So you ask for money, you're going to get all of these reinforcements of poverty, right? Because it's showing you, I have this belief about poverty that I need to change, right? So you start to change your belief about money. So what if, poverty isn't holy? What if abundance is holy? What if having abundance means I can do so much more in this world? What if I can't be poor enough to help the poor people? What if my having money, someone like me having abundance means that that abundance is now spent on all these awesome things that I truly believe in because I have that money rather than someone else having it, right? And not even that I believe that your money gets, you have to take money from someone else for you to have money or whatever like that. But I'm just saying that, if someone like you has money who truly believes that they can do good things in this world, how is that not advantageous, right? But it's like you're going to have to shift your belief around money first so that you can shift how you feel about money, and then the universe is going to give you all that money because you are now a vibrational match to it, right? So this is why we tend to ask for something and then seem to get the opposite, right? Because the universe is just trying to show you, okay, you want money, you're going to have to change your beliefs about money. Here's the reflection of what you believe about money right now so that you can change it, right? It's trying to help you become aware. So next time you ask for something and you feel like you get the opposite, instead of being like, see, the universe doesn't listen to me, or my prayers aren't being heard, or my prayers aren't being answered, blah, 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 blah. Say, okay, me getting the opposite of what I'm asking for is exactly the answer to my prayer, because it's showing me where I believe something that is contradictory to what I'm asking for, right? So now I see, okay, I got 0% on the test. What is this showing me about what I believe about myself? And how then I feel about myself, and therefore how all my, everything manifests after that, right? So if I believe that I am dumb and I can't do well on this test, and then I start to feel like I'm done, and feel like I'm inadequate, you start to act like you're done, you start to act like you're inadequate, and all of a sudden, that's the result, you see? So instead of getting all upset and saying you didn't get what you wanted, you need to say, no, this is exactly what I wanted. It shows me where I'm believing something that's out of alignment with what I want. And so how can I start to change my belief about what it is that I'm experiencing so that I can change how I feel about it, and therefore I can start to manifest new, different situations. So I hope that makes sense. The universe is trying to show you through the contrast what you believe so that you can change what you believe and in order to get what you want, right? The universe wants you to have what you want, but it can't give it to you if you're saying, I don't want it, really, on a vibrational level through your belief system. And that's basically how it works, okay? So I hope that makes sense. If that didn't make sense, please let me know down below and I will do another video on this. But it's just, the universe is just reflecting back to you what you believe, okay? And what you believe dictates how you feel, and how you feel dictates, what you're going to see in your reality, right? So if you can change what you believe, and you can change how you feel about something that you want, that is going to change how you manifest your reality. So that is how your prayers get answered. The universe simply shows you what you believe by giving you more experiences that enforce that feeling and enforce that belief so that you can make a change and understand that if you change how you think and feel first, then the reality is going to change. Rather than waiting for the reality to change before you change how you feel or before you change how you believe what you believe. All right? So that's how it works, right? It's just the opposite thing that most people think. You just have to change how you feel and change what you think first, and then you will manifest everything that you want. Then your prayers will be answered. Then the universe will give you everything you want. That's all that it is, right? It's change your feeling first, change your belief first, understand that you're just being reflected back what you believe, and if that doesn't feel good, then you need to change what you believe, and then you will get what you want, right? So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I love hearing from you. Like, subscribe. Find me on Facebook, Perception Trainers. Find me on Instagram, Ali_Perception Trainers. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks.